And from Rochester, Minnesota, we're out here at Foster Arends Park, year-round trout fishing haven in Rochester, Minnesota. And they stock fish. There's year-round trout fishing here. There's no season in, season out. It's year-round trout fishing. All right, so okay, there's when they stock it every 2 weeks, 600 to 1,000 fish. They have a tendency to swirl around in a circle like they do in the hatchery. I call that the rainbow tornado. So let's see if we can find the rainbow tornado. Yesterday, when I was just coming off the ice, we found a tornado, or some other guys did. They were pulling, when you're pulling up like three within 10 minutes, you know you're on top of that tornado. And that's where you want to be. You don't want to run away from it. You want to be on top of it in the middle of that tornado. Otherwise, please, kids, run away from tornadoes. Okay, let's get at it. Good morning there, everybody. Like I said, we were. I got about five on my show yesterday. You might want to check out my other shows, live shows that I post. And if you like what you're seeing or you like fishing, please like, subscribe, comment, leave a good post or something. All right, let's get to it. Let's just find these rainbows, huh? This is what we're dealing with. Foster, I'm about the size of two football fields, maybe three. Yeah, and I got my trusty auger. I got a new drill on the top. It's a mud mixer auger. It's boy, the strength on it is just incredible. So this is where they were catching them yesterday, and there's only one other person out here. This is going to be a beautiful day out here today, guys. It's going to be a good day to watch me ice fish, guys. All right. Sit down at your dinner table or your couch, grab your coffee, and let's see if we find those rainbow trout. Huh, people? All right, let's do some holes and clean them out. Let's see if those rainbows are down here. Huh? Let's find the rainbows. As you notice, I got all my safety gear. If I fell through the ice right now, you know what? I'd get myself out. I don't need somebody's help. That's what you should be doing. These are nail picks you put around your neck, so boom, you go down. Yeah, pull yourself out while you're kicking your feet in the water, and then roll away from the hole. Never, ever rule number one. Anybody goes in, don't go near the hole. Don't think you're going to pull them out. All right? So let's get these holes cleaned. Oh, you fucker. I'm going to ruin this fucking hook. There we go. Nope. Still not fucking out. Come on, man. Howdy.
How's the fishing today?
I don't know. I just walked on the ice. On. All right. So to the third hole. Yeah, over here. All right. Let's see if they're down there. Get another one here. My slush remover for my hole got a 20-inch ruler. There's a reason for that. Gives me more confidence to know that I'm on X amount of inches of ice. Like 4 inches or less, it would be right back here when I'm scooping it out. It's a little dangerous. If it's 19 like it is now, there ain't no way. You could drive a car on this. Okay. Let's get down there and see if we can find some rainbows. Are you kidding me? Nope, you kidding me. This is what we're going to work with today. Yeah, I just put this new fly on. Maybe we'll put a hunk of beaver tail on there, but that's what we're going to try today. Once I get it untangled. Come on. And we go this way, and we go this way. Nope, that ain't the right way. Still tangled up. Come on, get my stuff together. There we go. We're getting it now. There we go. Okay, that's what we're working with. And I do have some beaver tail, which I'm going to put a piece of beaver tail on. That's what I use, beaver tail. It's dyed in different colors. And it's bigger, big tail. Not dumb. Check it out. There are the white ones. There's like a little maggot on the end of the hook. Real slimy little things there. Yes, sir, real slimy. They're soaked in fish oil. And we'll put that on the end of the hook and gear it down there. And we'll see if the rainbow trout are underneath the ice here. Here's where they were yesterday. And I was just wrapping up my 2-hour show and I had to leave. So here's what it looks like when it's flutter in the water. All right. And we'll jig it around. something will swim by and bump at it. And then, boom, you want to set the hook. Boom. Should be right underneath the ice. Barometric pressure is high today. We'll check it out 10 feet down and slowly bring it up. Intermittently reel it up just a foot, and then another foot, then another foot. Find what water level you're swimming at. It's going to be exceptionally warm out here. So make sure you got your safety gear. At least these. These are only less than $5 could save your life. This whole week's going to be warm. The ice is going to be melting, but I don't think 19 inches is going to melt real quick. If it's 7 or 8, I'd say yeah, it would melt. But if you take 7 or 8 off of 19, you still got 10 inches. It would take 2 weeks to 3 weeks before this whole 19 inches melted away. But over there in the middle, it is 7 inches. That can open up over there by the weekend. So be very careful out in the ice. When you go out in the ice, be safe. Okay, where are you guys at? How's everybody doing this morning? I just monetized my channel. I'm getting paid by YouTube. The sun's out. I'm trout fishing. Life don't get no better than this. Really, it does. All right. All you got to do is find them. And since they were here yesterday, they might not be here today. You just got to look down the hole and see if they're swimming around down there. Then you know you're in the right spot. But they do swim in and swim out. So I'm going to drop down a little further. You go down about 10 feet. Sometimes they down the bottom just sucking water through their gills. Stationary. Other times they're swimming around. They don't feed really, so they could be down there and just they're not hungry. Let's straighten you guys out. All right? How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. Welcome to my channel. We're trout fishing in Rochester, Minnesota. Howdy.
How are you?
Good. Oh, okay. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, yeah. Good, good. Bruce. That's right, Eric. Yeah, it is. The sun's out. You know, they got 19 inch mud mixer. That's a beast, man. I just bought that. You know, a lot of people out here that do the drill and auger deal, they go buy those high torque drills. The higher the torque, the better. But you're hanging on for dear life because it's high torque. That is made. Milwaukee, a representative said he lives up north, and that's what he uses. I mean, I could mix spackling or anything with that. Cement, I could mix. It's the RPMs. It's like 550 RPMs, and it's steady straight through the ice. This is 19 inches, so this ain't easy to get through. 19 inches. Now, here's 19 or 18. If you go see that 100-foot tree, 30 yards out is only 7. That's what's so dangerous about this place. They got underground streams that ebb out the ice from underneath, and you don't know it. So, oh, we got one. Here's where they were yesterday when I left. I hope you don't mind. I'm doing my show. Oh, Jesus, man, it's okay. But yeah, here's where they were. Maybe they migrated over that way because I marked this place with a stick. Fishing right there yesterday. Yeah, I got 4 or 5 yesterday, but maybe today it'll be a little better. There's 2 guys here. At 3 up a minute, you know? Yeah, yeah. I mean, when you find, I call it the rainbow tornado. They swirl in the hatchery, so after they stock every 2 weeks, 600 to 1,000, nobody catches them all. They school like they do in the hatchery, and if you find that tornado, you get 20, 30 fish a day. And you can only keep 3, so yeah, he's probably on top of him. He's got a fish finder over there. My fish finder is my lure. Once something bounces it, I know they're down there. Yeah, yeah. Today, I don't know why. There ain't that many people on a Friday and the weekends. There's a lot of people. Some of the people watch my shows and come all the way from the Twin Cities down here. Thank you. Yeah. 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 Thank you, sir. Yeah, they're having a polar plunge. Usually, before COVID, they used to have a polar plunge slash fishing contest. And there was an older guy that used to put on a fishing contest, and the hatchery truck would come down and stock 1,500 fish. But since COVID, I mean, I think he retired from doing it. Yeah, I've been doing this YouTube thing for like 5 years, and I didn't realize when you do live shows like this, the iPhone battery will last 2 hours, 2.5, a new one, and that's the wait. It took me 2.5 weeks to monetize now, just doing live shows. Yeah, so I don't know how it's gonna pay me, but yeah, especially days like this in t-shirt weather, you know. I usually wear long johns underneath my pants. I can't today because I'll start sweating, feel like I'm going to pass out in this kind of weather. But yeah, only 3 people out here. Okay, where are these rainbows at? They're not down deep. Usually you can see them 8 feet down and they're just swimming around, bouncing at your lure. They're not down there today. This is where they were yesterday, so I'm going to try another hole. It's a laser strike, a light flight, which is about 150, but the drill's 270. And that's just a beast stuff. It is. And if I take it off, I can use it for something else. No, no, no. I got brand new batteries, brand new blades this year, and a brand new drill. The other drill started, the electronics started going on to it. It would, the sensor in it would shut it down, saying it's overheated, and and it wasn't. So yeah, yeah. Usually there's bald eagles and ospreys around here. You know, when it's open water, there's none right now. It's ice. Yeah. So what do you live in town here? Or? Yeah, he's already got 2. He got 2 over there. an Indian name. I know that much. Okay. Yeah, that's out of my distance. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. What are you getting down there? Big browns or okay. Yeah. Okay. Getting 4 and 5 pounders down there over there. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right, 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 right. Uh-huh. Yep. Right, right, right. Yep. Right, right, right. I'm gonna. If I don't catch a fish over here, I'm gonna go over there and make a new friend. Yeah. Drill a hole right next to him. Is that what it is? Saturday? They'll have the school buses come in from the school, and all the kids. You got to donate like $70 or $50 or something like that for them to jump in, and they get all these donations, and it all goes to charity. That's the way I think it works. They'll get the chainsaw out, and they'll cut like a 40-foot by 30-foot hole, and the kids will come down. They'll jump in, and then they got heated facilities inside the tent when they after they get out. So they jump in, and they got paramedics there and everything in case anything happens. Nice seeing you, Eric. Good day to you. Uh huh. Okay. Good day to you. Yeah, I'm going over there. I think I put on a piece of beaver tail. You too. Well, they're still over there. I know they are. He said hi to me when I came on the ice. And asked me for a catch, and I said, I just walked on the ice myself. Yeah. You too. All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Yeah, next time you bring your rods, man, I'll show you around here with a catch.
50 normal rods. I just don't have any ice fishing rods. I stopped ice fishing. My uncle had a cabin in Okoboji.
So you got a license?
Yeah.
You got a trout stamp?
Yep.
That's all you need. I got 2 more rods right there.
I gotta run.
All right.
I gotta get some stuff done.
I got to run over there. Yeah, good seeing you. Hey, sir, can you use a little company? I said, hey, sir, can you use a little company? I'll drill a hole like right here. I see you on top of them. I was on the ice yesterday, and they were right over there that's where I started. I marked it with a stick, and these kids were pulling up three every 5 minutes. Okay. Yeah, I ended up with 4 or 5 yesterday. I just throw them back. All right, people. They're over here. There's 3 people on the ice, and this good gentleman over here has invited me over. And he's got 2 on the ice, and he's only been down here no more than 10, 15 minutes. You see 2 flopping on the ice right there. I'll be talking to my phone. I'm doing a live show on YouTube. So, so don't mind me. They'll swim in and swim out. I think, well, the barometric pressure is very high, but it's going to start dropping in 2 hours. That has a lot to do with the swim bladder. You got a swim bladder inside the fish that regulates what depth they're going to be at. There you go. Okay. This this isn't 14 inches of ice. This is only like 12. I got a measuring stick on here. When I scoop it out, I measure it. Some of the places are 19, like over there. And then over there, by that big 100-foot tree in the middle, it's only like 7. Which, that could open up this week. That might open up by the end of the week. That's why I carry rope and an ice pick. I'm getting out and these. I'm getting out even if nobody's out here. I'm getting out of the ice. Or out of the hole when it breaks. All right, let's get down this first hole, see if we find a rainbow. Down deep? How deep are you? 5 feet down. All right. There, they're down there. They're taking it already. Yes, sir. It's the rainbow tornado time. Get some. They're down there. You found the school, buddy. You know, that's sheer luck. You come down, you do your first hole, and you found the school. That's sheer luck. Yeah, we're probably about 20 to 25 depths. They're down there. I see them swimming around. Did I get my beaver tail already? What's that? Oh yeah, I'm a year-round fisherman. I don't fly fishing, but I sport fish basically. I mean, I'm fishing carp in the summertime with a 13-foot pole, pulling 20-pound carp in. I do in the spring. I'm doing the crappie at KR7, but I think we're gonna have a freeze out on KR7. Those fishing. What's that? I fish that too. I have. But it's only 16 inches. I mean, 16 inches, 16 feet deep. So if there's 12 inches of ice, which there's going to be more, I mean, 12 feet. Yeah. I mean, there's probably 20 inches of ice at KR7, I bet. So I haven't been down there, so I really don't know. But there you go. He got another one. When the ice is hard to fish at KR7, it's like the fish is always traveling around or something. But I hear stories that used to be a perch haven years back, but I've never caught any big perch down there. All right, let's get back down there. Put some more beaver tail on there, and let's get back down there and find them. Well, I've gotten 36 Zumbro up Fisherman's Inn. This year, my record was 36. Last year, my record was 36, and that was in the springtime. And I like holding onto my phone and my pole, and then I have my iPhone recording it as I'm pulling in a giant carp. Oh, I enjoy that. Excuse me?
What time of the year you do that?
Spring and summer, but you know, I really can't take the humidity in Minnesota. I'm not from here. I moved here 10 years ago from Arizona, and the humidity is just a little too thick for me. So I'm usually, when I'm fishing in the summer, I'm home by noon. I go out from 7 to maybe noon. That was probably me. Not many people are going to move from Arizona to Minnesota, you know? Yeah, there you go. He's done it again, by golly. Yeah, over here is all the action. There's another one. Well, the hatchery, when they put them in, sometimes they got big ones, and sometimes they only got the small ones, and the small ones I call bass bait. There's 7, 8 pound bass in here that love those little 6, 7 inch trout. They eat them. There's 6 pound bass in here that eat those real tiny 6, 7 inch fry ones. There you go. Need a pair of hemos? Well, I'm down here 3 to 4 days. There we go. 3 to 4 days a week. Yep. Very handy. You get them off eBay. The doctors down in Florida use them once and then sell them on eBay. You get them for like $5 a pair. Yeah, I had a bump, but I guess he didn't take it. There's a swipe. Come on, get it. There we go. So like coming in and just lip in it, you know? And you got to get that 1 out of 5 that wants it. But just lipping it. You're lipping the thing. You found them. Okay, let's go down a little closer here. Well, if you ask me, I think, you know, even if we got 5 warm days where the ice starts melting, you got 12 inches here, I'd take about, at the top, 7 inches off. You know, and some of these places are 19 inches. It isn't going to melt all the way. It's going to take weeks for it to melt all the way. And I do a lot of ice. I like ice fishing. Yeah, I got my limits too. If it's 10 degrees or below, forget it. It's too nasty out. It's not as bad with the cold. It's the wind that is going to kill you. You do any good up there? There's another one. You're doing good today. You hit gold. The only bad part about it is it's going to be, the next time you come down here, it's going to be hard to live up to this. You know?
I'm scared of ice sometimes. Fun to catch.
Yeah, this is t-shirt weather here. Minnesota t-shirt weather. There we go. Oh, yeah. The drag was not set, right? But this is a nice one. Oh, I got him by the butt. He was coming in and slapping it with his tail. I got him. Hey, see? I got him by the butthole. He came in to slap my jig, and I got him by the butthole. Even though my drag was extremely light. There we go. That's an upside down dancing rainbow. Rainbow trout. Get some. Got him by the butthole. The fish will actually swim in, slap the lure, and that's what happens. And then he usually makes a U-turn and comes around and mouths it, eats it. He wants to stun the lure or insect, he thinks. And off he goes. There we go. I'm on the board. Thank you, sir. My record for getting them by the butthole off the dock is 4 in 1 day. Yeah. So that's how I know they come swim. With that, I'm always out there. Like I said, I do 3 to 4 days a week down here. Oh, yeah. Before the ice, yeah, you're on the school. Oh, my. You got another one. Let's see if that drag's set right. Yeah, it's set right now. Yeah, when you get them by the butthole, they feel like a monster, like that one did, because they're coming in sideways. All right, let's find another one, guys. This is the best. That is 10 years. I'm going on 11 years being here. I came to watch grandchildren, and that's what lured me from Arizona. Plus, it was getting a little too hot out in Arizona. Man, you're on fire. It's what I call the rainbow tornado. You don't even need that fish finder. It's just going to be a hindrance. Yeah. Well, you'll be surprised. I'm down here so much. I'm usually here when the truck shows up and puts them in. There are 15 inches in there. You just got to find them. There are some big ones. All right. Wow. There you go. That's an excellent eater there. You know. How do you do them? How do you cook them up? Okay. Oh wow. You need these again? You need these?
Swallowed.
That's why I like these because I could just flick the hook, flick my wrist, and they fall off into the water. I don't even have to touch the fish. Yep. Hope you don't mind. I'm doing a live show here. Yeah, YouTube. That's okay. You can come in the camera. No, this is a tornado, the rainbow tornado. They stock every 2 weeks, all right? And they swirl in the hatchery. And nobody catches them all every 2 weeks, so eventually they school up and they swirl around. You get in the middle of that tornado. You don't run from it. This is the tornado here. Rainbow tornado! I would say about a week ago. Yeah. There's a hole over there, and it's still pretty fresh. Yeah. Yep. So, I mean, the only thing you get better today, besides the sun, the weather, T-shirt weather, Minnesota T-shirt weather, and a hatchery truck come rolling down that hill right now. But we're on top of them right now, so it doesn't matter. uh, yeah, that retirement thing's getting in the way, huh? That's right. This is my job. YouTube and fish 3-4 days a week down here. Yeah. I got 2 hours in that battery, and then I got to put a. Okay, that's okay. Don't be so camera shy. I said, don't be so camera shy. Is, yeah, I'm gonna have to do holes closer to you because I'm like, I got one out of here, and that's it. You got 5. I only. He's got like 6 or 7 actually. They swirl in the hatchery. All right, so like some of them break off of the swirl, and that's what they're swirling right here, and that's from months of them stocking. They just build up like that. Oh, yes, one. Come on, man. Hit me. What's your secret bait? Oh, okay. So it's like a pellet or something, huh? Okay, yeah. Yeah. The Bosnian people believe in that. They use a lot of bread, the Bosnians. Uh-huh. Yep, whatever works. They're only hatchery fish. They'll eat anything practically. Yeah. I'm getting a little closer, okay? We got 12 inches here.
12 inches?
Yeah, I measure it with my flush thing. Yeah, no, it's going to take a week at least, probably. And then there's some out here that are 19, so that 19 is no way going to melt in 3 or 4 days. You see where that 100-foot tree is over there? You go out and you see where those branches are in the ice? That's 7 inches under there. That's the streams in this quarry ebbing out the ice from underneath. No, there's about 3 of them. One by that hill, one in the middle, and then there's one over here I've seen open up before. So if you stay away from that area, you'll be safe. And if you got your safety equipment, yeah, it doesn't matter. You know, you have your ice picks around your neck. And I went in twice last year. Once early ice. A lady was walking around the perimeter of the path. She was walking her 2 Bernese mountain dogs. A muskrat came up through the hole, augured hole, and the dogs chased the muskrat back into the hole. So the dog was so big, a Burmese mountain dog, that he went through the ice and he couldn't get out, his hindquarters. So what did the lady do? Oh no! She walked down there and thought she was going to pull the dog out, and she went in, started screaming bloody murder, help, help! She was maybe standing on the ground, and she's only 5 foot, but she was only in like 4 foot of water, and she couldn't get out. So my wife says, "What? No, tell me you went and tried to rescue." I said, "Yeah, I can't help a lady crying, you know." So I ended up in the water too, trying to pull her out. The firemen were running down when we were all soaking wet going up the hill. It was like anytime I go in, it's around this type of weather, 32, 35 degrees. The other time I was over by that dock and it was late ice. And all the signs were there. The snowpack was running down the hill. All the water was ebbing out the edges of the perimeter of the pond from the snow melting, water rolling down the hill. And I asked this Bosnian guy, I said, "Who fell in? Look, there's a big hole." He said, "I did yesterday." I looked at him like, "Huh?" And you're back here today? And so I'm jigging just like I am right now. This is the way it happens. Your elbows are on the ice within half a second. Boom, you're down. And I had my rope, and I had my ice pick on the side, and that Bosnian guy was coming towards the hole. And after rescuing that lady, I said, "No, don't come near me." You push yourself out with your arms and then roll away from the hole. And that worked. So there's a couple tips in case you find your elbows on the ice. Yeah, yes, sir. I think all that talking probably scared all the fish away now. They'll be back. They'll swirl in this area and then they'll swirl out. They'll be back. That's about where I've been seeing them, about 5 feet down. Starting to sweat with that furry hat on. Warmest hat I ever owned. That red fox fur. You sweat underneath it.
me anyway. So.
It'll just be a little shady out here, but we've got about 4 or 5 days of warm weather, and it's going to drop back down again.
Is it going to get cold again?
Yeah.
By next weekend?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Next week, by next week, in the middle of the week, drop back down in the teens.
I didn't know that. Look, I just knew I seen through Monday or Tuesday, I seen 50s.
When it gets 60, then I'd say, yeah, it's going to deteriorate by the hour. I came out here May 2015, May 15th, and that was lay ice. And that ice was deteriorating by the hour. All right, it went all the way up to 60 degrees. My grandson was born then. I was from Phoenix, Arizona in my sneakers and knew nothing about ice. The brother-in-law took me out here and the ice was cracking underneath my feet. I didn't know any better. Took me out dark at about 5 o'clock in the morning. And we left by 11 and there was a guy with 3 kids. And I was shaking my head like, what is this guy bringing 3 kids, laid ice, out with him on the ice? And of all places, right in that area. That's more dangerous in that area, you know? And, I mean, it was cracking under my feet. They ended up on the news. They all went in, and it's on YouTube till this day. They had to take them all out. The firemen had to come rescue them. And, yeah, I mean, some people just they don't think, you know? All over a fish.
I'm scared of ice. That's why I don't go at the beginning of the year. That's why I won't come here until 1st of February.
You'd be surprised how many people just play monkey see, monkey do. Hey,
My son's that way.
Somebody's on the ice, you know, I'm going to go too.
You ever catch any big trout out here?
Okay.
You're talking about a fisherman.
My premiere video on my Bass in the Hat YouTube is exactly that. Right? They retire in the hatchery the brooder stock in this pond. The ones that they breed and they want to bring up the next branch of breeders in the hatchery, they retire them here, but they don't tell you, hey, this is what we're stocking today. And they bring that big utility truck with four tanks down here, and I've caught in them. One day I got 46, and then I got an 18, a 20, and a 22. The 21 was like, it looked like a salmon with the hook nose, the bubble lip. Right? Yeah. It looked like a bulldog. It was so big and fat. I let go of the 18, gave away the 22, and I kept the 20. And that's the video on the premiere, like I said, video on my YouTube channel is them stocking the brooders. They cut a hole. They didn't even use the hose because the hose was not big enough in circumference. So they used a 28-inch net and they could only fit 3 fish in the net because they were. And sometimes, now you got 3 hatcheries here. You got Peterson, you got Lanesboro, and you got Crystal Springs. Crystal Springs is brook trout hatchery. They put brook trout in here sometimes too, and the brooders.
I'd like to catch one of them.
The one year they put 700 between 15 and 20 inches in here, brook trout. 10 years ago when I first came to move here, they put splake in here that were like 30, 40 inches. All right? And that was from the Peterson. The Peterson hatchery, they breed splake because splake can't breed in Superior and ship them all the way up to Superior. And for some odd reason, 10 years ago, they had to dump some fish and they put them in here. Whenever they got to dump fish, they put them in here or retire the brooder stock. COVID, they were putting albino trout in here. They had one down Lanesburg that was pumping out albino, which is a 1 in 1,000 fish. I got some of them on my web page on my channel too. Yeah, I spend too much time down here.
Sounds like it. Sounds like you're here quite a bit.
3-4 days a week.
When he first talked to me a little bit here, I I seen you last fall.
I'm down here 3-4 days a week. You had to see me sometime if you frequent
Yeah,
here.
it was at the dock. It was in the fall. It was cold.
Okay.
I'd say we're here 3-4 times a year.
It's hunting season in the fall, so we go really think about
I just fish for sport. I don't really keep the rainbow. I stopped keeping them, got tired of eating them. But if you catch a brown out of here or a brook, oh boy, I could eat them all day long.
Well, I'd like to just catch a brook trout out here. That'd be kind of fun.
They're pretty fish, very colorful fish.
Yeah. There's a stream down not too far from here.
And they're good eating. Okay, where'd you guys go? They must have swirled out.
Yeah, they did. I don't see.
You let yours go when you catch them then?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, I'll get 1,500 a year, and I let them all go. Unless somebody on the ice wants one, then I toss them over to them. You know. And I do 20-pound carp fishing in the summertime and let them go. Yeah, we're gonna have to do some exploratory holes and find out which direction they went.
You're gonna have to. I don't know where they went.
I got 2 batteries. I could do 20, 30 holes a day.
I don't know where they went. They just disappeared.
Oh, you know what? They were there
One
for.
after another for
Yeah.
me.
Still had a fabulous day that way, you know.
Yeah, I mean that's why I decided to keep what come off. I mean,
Be back.
oh, I have to, like I said,
They're real skittish this year. Sometimes when you auger holes, they seem to just go to the next one. I was down here, 2 guys from the Twin Cities had those Cadillac fish finders, those $1,500 ones that
yeah,
you point,
the
and it shows a 100-foot perimeter. They had 2 of them. Each guy had one. Every time they drill a hole, they travel, and then they put the thing down. It's like they just moved. They went over there. And I got sick and tired of following them around. I thought they didn't know how to read those fish finders, you know. But they eventually, here we go. They're back again.
Yeah, I know. I just had a bite too, and I think it's definitely. They're really liking minnows. I can see that.
There's a big one.
We'll find them.
There's a big one, big one. You already got your 3 or what? Catch them on wood end. Yep. Get plenty of bites. That's one bit of buck.
I didn't see this one, but when I first was out here, yeah, they were all over.
Put a minnow on, drop it down. That's what I got this one down at 5 feet. I'm about ready to put a piece of fucking bread on it.
I mean between 4 and 5 feet.
There, he's already back again. I don't catch him this time. Ah! Okay, that's it. You're getting the
They're coming in and lipping the bait, actually. You know, they're bouncing their lips against the bait. 1 out of 5 might take it.
I'm gonna try this. See if this works.
All right, we got a couple new holes, guys. We're gonna try these new holes and find out where that rainbow tornado is heading.
Yesterday I missed like 4 or 5 of them. Yep, it's my minnow rod early.
Let's see. Only a minnows. All kinds of.
He's hot, man. He's got a hot hole, honey hole there.
He always does. Every time he's fishing something, he's catching them.
That's kind of freaky, you know. You could be 10 feet away and you're not even seeing one, and he's pulling them up left and right. That's the nature of the beast here.
My son, he goes fishing with me too, and he can never hardly catch anything. I don't know why it is. I guess my two brothers are big fishermen. I watch them how they do stuff. It makes a difference.
All right, get some.
They move them on the hole once in a while.
A lot of bread or what?
Yep.
Jesus.
Come over here. I'll give you some. I always say it don't matter what size they are when you're smoking. That's what I do. Used to do 3 at a time. Sometimes 6. Give the other 3 away.
And like put lemon and stuff in it, or put stuff inside of it to smoke it, or
No, I brine them first.
Yeah.
Crust don't work with that. So
When you work with it.
the crust don't roll up as good. I was up last month to Wisconsin here. Bought 6 mules properly. What? I used to, most time I don't freeze them, but shit, there was so goddamn many fish there, nobody really wanted them. I ended up bringing most of them home. I bet you each night we clean 40, 50 fish. Tanner, you want to buy a piece of bread?
Sure, I'll take it.
Yeah, you just do this tiny little watch this shit. See if he's that long. Only 4 to 5 feet. Wow, I ain't doing that. No, but look at this one. I like it. This little tiny corner is fucking roll it, just roll it real quick. Yep. Roll it up and tighten it on. Let's get a little bit more. I want to put a piece of bread on this one too. To be honest, you just gone on this road. You probably do it with oxen too, but you're looking at bread. 2 hours if it wasn't me running around trying to find minnows. Turn your thing to, turn it to, I don't know if you turn it to that norm, and then it'll just show you if you just fish the top where the trout are. That's what I'm doing. I'm seeing them all over down there. You seeing them now? Picked up my deer sausage and Wanamingo. I haven't tasted it yet. Picked up what's that? Deer sausage and Wanamingo. Oh, did you? I haven't tasted it yet. Drop off half of it to my one brother. Told him what it cost. My other brother will. Well, he's down in Arizona for 2 months. He ain't gonna get his. Probably ain't gonna get paid for a while. I get stuck with the whole bill. That's good. I can sit so long on this chair. Take off with it, but he was. So I've seen him. He got me with it. I've never been
Yeah, in 2 hours, the barometric pressure is supposed to start dropping, and that's probably let's send them down maybe deeper, a little deeper, or else they swirled out. Like I said, that big school is gonna swirl around. It could go that way towards him. It could go this way towards me. You just never know. Yesterday it was over there where I started.
What time you were out here?
I was out here from about 11 to 2.
Yeah, I didn't get out here until about 10.
I usually have an app on my phone and check out the barometric pressure before I come out.
Oh, yeah. You think that affects the...
They got a swim bladder. Yes, it regulates, the swim bladder regulates their buoyancy, whether they're right below the ice or down deep. When it's low, the pressure, it pushes them down to more stable water. When it's high, they can rise up from the lower water and feed. And when they're down real low, if they're down below 10 feet, try to set that hook at 10 feet down. You're like, you got to pull your arms all the way up because you got too much line in the water. So, yeah, there's that to deal with. And I mean, you can, when they're down that low also, you could be right on top of them. They're just lower. You're jigging at 8 feet, they're down to 10 to 12. Just swimming or swirling around.
You ever see it where they won't bite once in a while?
I get skunked down here sometimes 2-3 days in a row. Are you kidding me? And I'm down here 3-4 days a week.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This is a lucky day.
Lucky day today where they're being cooperative.
It's all about timing, being in the right place at the right time. Like everything in life.
Mm-hmm.
Even deer hunters probably that way too, Be in the right place at the right time.
Gotta go out when it's on 0 out. Wasn't it that cold when you got that last one? What's that? That last one you... Oh yeah, it was really cold.
So deer travel more when it's colder?
It all depends on really how you hunt them.
Okay.
When it gets super cold, they only move to where they're sleeping to like right to the feeding area, and that's it. I mean, they don't go out and wander around.
Okay, here's the next question I always ask a deer hunter. What do you prefer, a doe or a buck?
They all taste the same, really.
Well, I found the rainbow trouts, the females taste better.
Oh, really?
The males got that testosterone going through them, or musky sort of metal taste to them.
Yeah.
Just a slight metal taste to them, the males. And like I say, anything in life, the females taste better always.
Usually, generally speaking, for meat, yeah, the younger deer are female.
Okay.
If it is a buck, like a young buck.
Yeah. So the meat's more tender then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Okay, where'd these rainbows go? Boy.
There's all kinds of them down my hole right now.
How far down?
5 feet. Not far down. Are you marking them now, Tanner?
I just had one.
I mean, I'm seeing them left and right. If I can get them to bite.
Now they're biting my guess.
But they show up and then they're gone really fast.
They're real skittish.
They're not like a panfish. All of a sudden they're there and then just like that they're gone right now.
Time of the day they usually stock them.
Oh boy, that's they really don't have a schedule. Like sometimes it's a Monday, sometimes it's a Friday. It's Monday through Friday, anywhere from 8 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon, something like that.
So you said they stocked them last week?
Yeah, last week. What I like to do is, those two metal gates with the lock and the chain on it?
Yeah.
I like to have an edge in life. I put the lock inside the hole, and then when I pull in the parking lot, I see the lock's just swaying down the bottom. It's out of the hole. I know they stopped. I don't have to rely on someone's tip. I can tell.
So that means
Well, no, every 2 weeks, and they could roll down the hill right today because that's an old stock in there, and that's the only thing that would be better today. If that stock truck rolls down the hill, they have a long hose. They cut a hole with a chainsaw through the ice, and they just flush them out with the hose. And you go and you drill. You run as fast as you can over there, and drill like 5, 6 holes around where they're drilling theirs. And when they dump them in, they usually go to the bottom and just swim straight there. They don't swim anywhere because their body has to acclimate to the temperature between the truck and the water in the temperature of the water in here. So they're in a little bit of shock just sitting in one spot. But that's a 20, 30 fish day when you run over there and they're stocking. I've been down here plenty of times when that happens, and I'm all the way over the other end, and I'm running all the way over there to get near the stock truck.
What do they put in here at once?
Excuse me?
What do they put in at once? 400 or 500?
No, it's 600 to 1,000 every 2 weeks, and it's based. The base is this. It's after for kids, like when spring break, they're stocking. Christmas, Thanksgiving, holidays, whenever the kids are off school, they're going to stock right before then. And that's a key there too. I mean, if you have kids, you'll be able to know, okay, you know what, you got spring break, okay, they're going to be stocking, I should hit Fawcett. Or you just subscribe to my channel and you can, I'm down here 3-4 days a week, and hey, Bass and Hat, you should put up a video that they stocked. I usually do short videos, less than a minute, when they're stocking. I'll do like 3 or 4 of them. And if I see that roll down the hill, I'm running over there and I'm doing it, just for the video's sake, I'm doing it.
What's the name of your video?
My YouTube channel is Bass in the Hat, because every you heard a cat in the hat?
Yep.
The Bass in the Hat.
Well, I see your car up there.
It's based after every bass I catch is no bigger than my hat. I don't even fish bass. I catch them. It's I do a lot of trout fishing.
Fish streams in the summertime?
Too old. I did that when I was in the 20s back in Pennsylvania. Valley Forge, and now, I'm getting too old. I don't want to twist an ankle in a muskrat hole or something, walking the banks.
You just come down here then?
Yeah, I'm married to this place. I know every inch of this pond, how deep it is, where you are, wherever you're at. And the deepest part of topographically, if you were up in the sky and you're looking down here, you know what a topographical map is?
Yeah.
That 100-foot tree over there, if you come 30 yards out, it's like a giant invisible banana, right? And for like 15 yards, this was a quarry now, imagine, and they dug all the deepest, like from that tree all the way over to this left corner over here in the north. And for 15 yards, there's 34 feet to 36, mattering how much rainfall. And that's where the trout go in the summertime, when the water reaches 65 degrees.
They're in that corner.
No, but all the way 30 foot. They hang out there, and they come out in the fall, or after the summer, like in September, middle September they come out, matter in temperature. The colder it gets in the water. Because trout are a cold water fish. And if it reaches 65 degrees, they will belly up. They'll stop feeding them, just belly up and die. But they started this quarry here. I don't know when they had this quarry. I only moved here like 11 years ago. And when they were digging, underground streams of water kept on coming up, and they couldn't dig anymore because it would fill up with water. So I guess the city eventually bought this, and the hatchery down in Lanesboro, if you know where Lanesboro is, decided they were going to make it a trout pond. Now, they don't breed in here. That's why they stock it every 2 weeks, because there's no running water in here. You need high oxygen water for those eggs to fertilize.
There's a lot of fish that get taken out here.
They put them in there for that, for exactly that. They put them in, we take them out. Matter of fact, DNR has asked me before, oh, you're releasing them? He says, they really frown on that. They want you to take them out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and this is a year-round designated special regulation pond. There's no season in, season out. You can fish year-round, but good luck in finding them in the summertime. You got to come real early in the morning and find them in the summertime, because they go back to that 34-foot hole when it starts getting later, like 11 o'clock in the afternoon. The best part where I found all is this north side. If you come in the summertime, I'm talking August when it's really hot. You can find them all the way over here in the morning. This is where the browns hang out. When they put browns in here, it's down by those logs over there, on the left-hand side that goes down trees. And browns like more cover. And every now and then you'll catch them. They'll put 20-inch browns in here. And those browns are good eating. They're like wild sockeye salmon.
Now I got one.
There we go. Get some. That's a nice one too. Yeah, I've been on YouTube for about 5 years, and I was on Fish Brain, and I had 30,000 followers. And the kids in the state of Minnesota would say, "You're fishing out of season. You're fishing out of season. You're fishing." No, I'm not. This is a year-round pond. I got tired of Fish Brain because I telling every young kid that I'm not fishing out of season. I said, then you better tell the DNR to take the signs out of the park and let them say it's a year-round.
Mind them stocking me coming to me buy the trout stand.
That's $10.
Yeah.
You know,
It's worth it.
For the price. I mean, you go to Hy-Vee and buy a pound of trout. It's like $10 or $14, something like that.
So how much they get for them? I don't even know.
About 14 the last I looked. I haven't looked recently. I don't even eat these here. I eat steelhead from Cub for $5.99 a pound, already cleaned, and I chop them up in like 6 ounces each servings and deep frozen steelhead, which is trout basically that goes out into the ocean.
I would love to see it stocking. See it. By me, yeah, I'd like to see it too.
All you gotta do is go to my channel and check it out. I got shorts.
Yeah, but by the time I got down here, if I seen it.
But I got 2,500 videos, so you may have to go back like down 20 or 30 1-minute shorts, and then you'll find them. Because the one I got like 20,000 views. My best video I ever had was 1.5 million views, 3,500 followers after one 1-minute video, and it wasn't even my fish. I was videotaping some kid down Silver Creek Reservoir after Northern, and he was pulling up. He pulled up 4 Northern that day. I mean, on flags, you know, tip ups, and I did a video with him of him catching the fish. Oh boy, and it just went ballistic. 1.5 million views. I was emailing him, telling him about it. I just met him that day. He was pissed off. And I was getting all those views because he was a YouTuber too.
Just famous.
Yeah. Yeah, I like doing those tip-ups down the Silver Creek Reservoir, but I mean, you could go a week without catching anything down there. Here, you can come in most likely within 3 days. Sooner or later, you're going to find, you know, someone is catching, or they're going to start biting the rainbows here. Because they put so many damn fish in here. Nobody ever catches really all of them.
We've got a few fat fish already. You got a couple yesterday too, didn't you, Dan? You got a couple yesterday down there too? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I want some.
Get some new holes. Let's do some new holes.
Yeah, so I'll splash some water in there.
I keep going next week. I'll have to go buy some more.
You're not coming back down here this week?
I might. Well, all I have to do is come down there in a couple hours and I got free.
Yeah.
Anybody out here?
I know. I thought it was gonna be packed.
There. Still some in there for you. Took about half. Alright. We're gonna be down here on Monday or Tuesday.
I don't know. I thought it might be around Monday afternoon later before I get down there.
It will not be in the
Usually
morning.
busy morning for me.
Dan's got one, he's got 3 more. You're leaving? You got
Soon. Thought I'd be home by 1.
what time of day is it?
1 after.
20 after 12? Way too nice of a day to sit in the house.
I ain't gonna be sitting in the room. I'm going back this way.
I gotta catch a bigger one this morning. Well, if I take my 2, they're bigger than 1, but I haven't caught one.
Oh, that's all that works.
Dad didn't want to go?
Dad's got Dennis.
Oh.
He'll be here on Monday with me. I don't know what we talked about.
I'd be probably 50 more years.
Otherwise, I would have brought him, but I didn't even tell him I was coming down because I didn't want. He has Dennis at 2 o'clock, and I didn't know how long we were gonna be here.
Some go by Monday or Tuesday. I wouldn't drive on that fucker.
Yeah.
There'd be enough ice, but the shore is gonna be terrible.
I don't know, right? Just right, you drive out there from Ponderosa or whatever. You got shore, like you said, a shore.
Monday will water out there on the shore. Now he's gonna go over here. He's gonna.
Well,
They were there yesterday.
I think the swirl is moving in this direction. You gotta
think
do
so?
exploratory holes. I did exploratory holes, and I think they're moving over this direction, this way. And we'll see if they are. Find out. I like to say, just don't marry one hole.
I'm gonna look up your YouTube channel.
You gotta move. You gotta do more holes because they move around and swirl around in different directions sometimes.
I think there's a big one down my hole somewhere. I just haven't found it
I
yet.
Well,
caught it
there's-
already.
Huh?
I caught it already.
When I seen them stock about 2 weeks ago, they did put in some 15-inch ones,
Yeah, I caught a nice
16s.
16, 17 one.
Yeah.
I didn't measure him, but he was a nice one yesterday.
And the thing about them is when you get them that big, they're healthy. They had a problem with the truck this year where they had to, and the weather, they didn't stock till the second week of October. They usually do it October 1st. You got that global warming thing going. And then they have the hatchery truck they share with all 3 hatcheries. They were having issues with the truck, with the compressor that puts the oxygen, it keeps oxygen in the tank when they transfer them to here. And it's nickel and diamond. It's a real old truck, and they pulled back to only stock once a month, but now they fixed the truck, so they should be doing once every 2 weeks around in that area. But I called them up and found out all this information. Otherwise, I wouldn't. I asked them, hey, when are you going to stock again? You know, I get to know the guys on the phone, and so I got an inside line that way. So then I know, if they're going to stock this way, then I come down and do my show or my videos, and knowing when they're going to stock, it's crucial sometimes. Even little things like putting that little lock in the hole. And then when it's taken out of the hole, that means they opened those gates and someone drove down here.
What you say the name of it was? Bugs?
Bass in the hat, just like a bass, a fish, just like a fish.
Yeah, I'm gonna look. There's a couple.
It's
Other,
easy to remember.
You saying something about that last fall too.
It's easy to remember. Just think a cat in a hat, except it's a fish, a bass. I don't think you're going to learn much off me, but
it's fun just kind of watching. There's
There's a couple guys I follow. Oh shit, they're getting.
I mean, I don't have 1 million views yet. When I get 1 million views, I'll probably be able to make a career out of it. I'm going on 6,000 people that are following me, and I just monetized the channel just this week, where YouTube's actually going to pay me.
Oh, they're paying you? You have enough
Yeah.
videos, enough
You want to know the trick to that? If you want to do it, you want to know the trick? Yes? Yes? No?
Okay, you tell me.
Okay. I was doing it for 5 years, and I was doing shorts.
Yeah.
All right, and getting nowhere. And then you go live. When you go live, this took me 2 weeks to start getting monetized.
Really?
Yeah. All right, 2 weeks. All right, 2-hour shows. You do 3 or 4, 2 to 3 times a week.
Yep.
One show I had 200,000 people watching me down here.
There you go.
Yeah, that's something to brag about, huh? Like, wow.
Well, good luck, guys.
Yeah, nice meeting you. Thanks for putting us on a Rainbow Tornado. That's my go-to line, stuff like that, gimmicks, you know.
Well, we got about 2-3 more weeks of down here, but there's more time. It ain't gonna go with that.
Yeah, it's not gonna melt that quick, I don't think. It'll open up where the 7 inches are over there. You're gonna see it open up, but you know, people stay in the thick parts. 19 inches over here. You got 12 here. You got like 15, 14 over there. So I think you'd probably lose about 7, 8 inches maybe within the next 4 days.
It all depends on if you can get on with
Yeah,
the shore.
there's usually an entrance there, and the safest spot is right off the dock.
Yep.
That's the thickest usually. Yeah.
They bite there. We know that. We come down there every year.
Yeah, that's what I was telling Tanner. We'll come down in March, whatever it may be. Yeah.
Good day to you.
I'll touch base with you on Sunday or Monday, Dan.
Huh?
I'll touch base with you Sunday or Monday. It'll be Monday afternoon.
I'll let you know if I'm back down there. Tomorrow I know I might not make it because I gotta work. Usually Monday and Fridays are busy for me.
I gotta work too.
Man, why are you guys cussing?
I retire, but then I take on a little part-time job. But
Yeah.
okay, gets me out of the house.
Yep.
He ditched me.
Who ditched me?
He ditched me.
Unless I can figure out how to fish year-round.
He ditched me.
I'll have to follow you.
That's what I do. I'm on Social Security
That's-
disability. So
Well,
they
the
pay
first
me to
part of
stay
March,
home.
Ice fishing's pretty well done because I'm scared of ice, so
Very fine. Go to the harbor or something.
I never get any.
Never get near the hole, someone
I'm gonna
falls
go
in.
down to Lake Sunbro and fish carp like you.
It's great in the spring. 36. That's my record this year and last year.
I might see
Hooking
you
a
down there.
20-pound carp. Oh boy, what fun that is! On a 13-foot Daiwa pole. I take my 13-foot Daiwa pole with my reel from England for carp fishing. It's a really big reel. And then I get my iPhone without the stand and I put it on my pole like this while I'm pulling in the cart. And that's the only way I take my video.
Oh,
Like you're there and you're pulling it in instead of just me, you know?
yeah.
I don't like the GoPros. They're too stationary. I like doing the angles with the iPhones. You can get better angles, you can get better lighting, I mean everything. The GoPros are just stationary, you know?
I'm surprised your phone don't go on the battery.
Well, if it does,
Yeah,
I just put a brand new battery from this. If it does, I got an extra battery I snap on.
Oh, there you go. Okay, yep.
But you'll get about 2.5 hours run time off a battery, and then it's depleted. So you got to snap this on or put this on right here. So I mean, like if I'm down here and it's boom, boom, boom. I'm catching them left and right, and it's a great day. I'm up to 10, 20 fish, which one day it was 40 after they stocked. I got one day, and I had to hook up my batteries and recharge the phone. I'll do a 4-hour show, maybe 3-4 hours. The wife don't like it, but
It is what it is.
I mean, this is my job basically.
Yeah, cool.
But my biggest thing I wanted to accomplish was I want to get paid. Okay, then you could say you're a professional fisherman. You know, I don't know if they're probably going to pay me. The way it works is you got to at least accrue $100 for them to pay you monthly.
Oh, really?
So when you accrue $100, they will start paying you.
Huh.
I guess anything below $100 isn't, worth the while. But now they also are putting commercials on my stuff and all that other happy horse shit. But mine's is made not for kids, so I could say that.
Yours is an adult one. Yeah.
But really, kids could watch it. But here's the thing: when YouTube says is it made for kids or not made for kids, it differentiates whether someone can comment on your stuff or not. Because if it's made for kids, you can't comment.
Yeah.
And the comments is what kicks up the algorithm. The likes, the subscribers, the comments kicks up the algorithm where more viewers will see your video instead of just a limited amount.
Interesting.
Yeah. 5 years though I wasted. I could have, if I'd known you had to go live to get monetized, I would have did it 5 years ago.
You just started going live?
Yep. I'm on it. This is episode 54. So I'd say I went live, but I really didn't go full throttle. I would do a live show here, live show there, maybe 2 a month or something. Now I'm doing 3 or 4 a week, and right away, 2 weeks, boom, you're monetized. Yeah.
Getting paid, having fun. You got a shack you set up in here?
No, I don't. I got a shack. It's always in my garage. So same with my fish finder. I travel light. I travel a bucket, whatever I can carry, on and off the ice.
Yeah.
It sets me back sometimes because when it's like 15-mile-per-hour winds and the wind chill factor, it's like 9 degrees out here. I don't come out here anything below 10. Too cold.
Yeah.
And I got a bad back, so I'm not hauling all that shit in the sled up and down the hill.
Travel light.
Yep.
I was telling him that when I've come down here and fished in the past, right where the walking trail comes out right here.
Okay.
Just out maybe 50 to 75 yards out. I've had really good luck right over.
Yeah, that's the north part there is really, the drop off gets more intense in this north part. That's about 20 feet over there. When you come off the drop off over here, where these signs are, where all the logs are falling, you could go 5 feet in. It's dropping to 20 feet, 5 feet in.
Oh, really?
The drop off is extreme. That's why they got signs over there. People have died swimming this in the summertime because basically the water gets so cold that their muscles just contract and they freeze up the muscles. They go underneath the water and don't come back up.
Right. Yep.
I mean, I've been here 11 years and I haven't heard anybody that drowned. But before I came here, people said,
Yeah,
some people have.
Yeah, there's people, I've heard people.
It used to be a quarry, like I said, and they dug so deep, there was underground streams that come up. And they still have them today, and it's dangerous when these underground streams start flowing. It ebbs up and chisels away the ice from underneath, and it could be 14 inches here, and you go 10 feet away, and it's only 3 when that stream starts flowing. So that's something to know, but most of them are on that side right there. They're all on that side. So if you stay away from that side there, you're pretty well okay. One's by that hill, all the way over here. There's a dirt hill over there. One's in the middle, and one's like right around straight over on the end here. So they got about 3 underground streams, but they don't always run all the time. So, and that's where that one is by that big 100-foot tree, and you go straight out.
Yep.
And that one runs frequently.
What other kinds of fish are in here besides trout?
You got 6-pound bass in here.
It is big.
I was fishing in the summer one time with a friend, and I was pulling a bluegill from this north shore here. But the thing about a 6-pound bass, 7-pound bass, they could see you from 20 yards away. I was pulling a bluegill, and I seen him following it in. My jaw just dropped. So did my friends. And it seen me from 20 yards away and made a U-B. It was going to get that bluegill that I was bringing in. And I seen in another summer, there was a guy out here on a canoe, and he had a Texas rig on a canoe, and he was popping up 3-4-pound bass. He was on like number 15. And I said, what's wrong with 3-4-pound bass? I'm on the shoreline talking to him while he's in the boat out here, like right around in this area. He says, nothing, I'm going after the 5-pound ones. He eventually got that 4.98. I had a weigh thing on me and a tape measure I always carry. It was 22 inches, man. You could put your whole fist down its mouth, the bucket mouth. And you got some big bass in there. True story here. The kid pulled a 35-inch flathead catfish out of here.
Oh, wow.
But it didn't belong in here. Somebody apparently went to the Mississippi, caught it, wanted to get some trout here and just let it go in here. And it thrived off eating all those trout that they stopped. That's what those bass, I tell the hatchery that when they put those little 6-7 inch baby trout in here, that's what those 6-7 pound bass eat, is those little 6-7, I mean, they got a buffet of trout here all year long. Man, that school must have swam out and went down deep.
I'm not seeing them down deep on the flasher anyway.
But you're seeing them, right?
Well, no, I haven't seen them in a while. Have you seen any, Tanner?
They moved.
I haven't seen one in a while.
They must have moved. I mean, the pressure's still high. It just didn't drop too low. That they should just be right down where they were. But there's been days. I mean, I can go sometimes 2-3 days getting skunked here too. So when you're on top of them, like when you're catching 10 to 15, when you're down here, you don't leave when they're biting. You stay till they stop biting.
Yeah.
Because you'll come back the next day, and that's hard to match. I'll tell you that. Very hard to match.
I had one run with my minnow here a few minutes ago. Then I was looking at my other. Quite a few of them here for the first, 20 minutes or so. I was feeding them up. Now it kind of got quiet.
You gotta do more holes, find them.
That's about it, I guess, right?
That's why I do so many holes. I bring an extra battery with me. If I do 20, 30 holes, try to find that rainbow tornado.
Heard people talk about that out here before.
All he needs that hatchery truck come rolling down that hill. It would really be a great day.
God, I'd like to see that.
All about timing, like anything in life.
I don't come here and I don't live 10 minutes from here.
Oh, well, yeah, that's what I am about 10 minutes from here. Down Marion Road.
But I just got too many things going on. And then we like to go fish fishing for crappies and go try like rods. Go up to Mille Lacs.
Yeah, okay.
I think I had one. Yeah, they swirl around and they might go to the left, they might go to the right, they might go to the north, they might go to the south. So you do exploratory holes like in a circle like I do, and you find which direction they're going.
Yeah, I'm being lazy. I am. I was hoping they'd just come back.
And sometimes that works too.
What's that?
Sometimes that works. They will come back.
I'll let Tanner find them. God, I ain't seeing nothing. Nothing on here right now. Late eyes. We'll go over the docks. We have quite a bit of late eyes.
That's probably the safest part, but I've seen people going over there by the dock too.
Yeah,
That's where I went in the second time.
Once it gets a certain point, I mean, we won't, but I mean, I won't go on it after it's less than 4 inches. Put it that way.
Right.
I mean,
That's safe.
yeah.
I like 4. I like 5. 4's iffy because you don't know how the ice forms. You know.
Yeah. If it's black, no.
Yeah.
It's got to be good, clear, hard ice like this.
Yeah.
There's a fine line between stupid and crazy.
That's right, and you got to ask yourself, is a fish worth it?
Yeah. No, it ain't for me.
I seen one of those springs open up one year, and I mean that's where the fish usually go when it does open up. They swirl around out by the open hole sometimes.
Yep.
And I seen one jump out of the water onto the ice. And some kid was going to walk over and put the fish back in the ice. I said, "Are you crazy? Is that fish worth your life? You know, it'll get back in the hole, or else an eagle will eat them. You know."
Yeah.
I mean, the eagle's got to eat too. You know.
Yeah. I seen there's a dead one on the ice over there for walking out. Somebody was on the ice.
Would have gone really deep and bringing it up.
There's nothing right now. Yeah.
Gotta find which direction to move to.
Have a bite?
No, I got my pole in the water.
Oh.
Yeah, so they got crappie here, they got perch, they got bluegill. The crappie get about up to 12 inches some years, on a good year, which ain't bad for a crappie, you know. Not as big as KR7, but
I went to school up at Century. I graduated up till a buddy of mine in high school. This has been 25 years ago. He used to fish this really hard. He said that he caught a walleye out here one time. I don't know if it's.
oh, that had to be years ago.
Oh, well, 20, 25 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in Phoenix. I heard that at one time, before they turned this into a fishing pond where the hatchery stocks, before that, I heard stories like 15, 20 years ago where they used to put walleye in here, and a restaurant used to come and take them out, sell them, you know, it's
Oh,
fair.
really? Interesting.
And then I also heard stories that there were northern in here at one time.
Yeah, I don't see anything. I've ever
Stories today.
fish I've only ever caught out here are trout and sunfish and crappie out of the three.
Like I said, they can be a lot of bass, but a lot of them are 6, 7 inch ones, smallest. And there's some
Never caught a bass out here. But you can't
there's some
expect
big ones in here, but
Yeah,
they're
ex-
already well fed, so you better give them something that they're going to want. They got a buffet in here.
Yeah. I can't expect to say too much. I don't cover too often. Once in a while, this is my first time down here this year, so I kind of had a scratching itch. It's kind of fun to go to Trout once in a while.
Well, the guy you knew, right here, I was over there by this other guy fishing, and I was watching him pull them out, and I said, oh, man, I got to go over there and be friendly with this guy.
Give him some
Rub
shit.
elbows with him, you know?
Give him some shit.
When you see somebody pull them out that quick, you just magnetize towards them, you know? So when I'm fishing here, usually keep an eye out for whoever's pulling them up.
Give him some shit.
Instead of wasting your time and sitting in one spot. That's why I don't like those ice houses too. Because these fish, they move around so much, you're going to have to drag that ice house all around too. Unless you just feel like sitting in one ice house and waiting for them to come to you.
There's kind of highs and lows to all of it.
Yeah. There's pluses and negatives to all of it. I mean, the ice house you need if it's 10 degrees or below. Then you got a heater and you got soup in there. You got maybe beer or whatever, you know.
Right.
All the comforts of home. that's the rainbow bite. Sometimes it turns on for only a couple hours and then boom, just like that, they stop.
Definitely not here right now. Nice thing. More people start to come out.
Yeah, it's getting nicer out this way. Unbelievable it's going to top 50 degrees, you know?
Yeah.
Couple days.
I wonder if I move, we'll try his holes if that little bit matter or not. It just died. What's that?
He's using a regular fishing pole.
Oh, is he?
Regular one.
He's got an axe as an auger too.
Tell you what, they are not right there right now. Yeah, now I'm seeing him here again.
You seen him again?
There is right, well, second ago one here. It's 4 or 5 feet down. First one I've seen in a while. Yeah. Let's see here. Actually, that one is really close.
Hello, people. We're ice fishing in Rochester, Minnesota. Welcome to my channel. We're ice fishing for rainbow trout at Foster Arends Park. How's everybody doing today? Hello, hello, hello. We're trying to find the rainbows. They were here, and they must have swirled around someplace. We're trying to find them. And how's everybody doing today? What are we in? How long have I been going? Too much glare on the phone. Okay, we got 2 hours already. Oh boy. And I got a lot of batteries still left.
Oh, that's my secret spot. I did the sea one here a minute ago. Now I don't.
What do we got? Okay, 1 o'clock.
Yeah, give it another half hour.
Yeah, you got one or two on the ice, don't you?
There's a lot in here. Like I said, it's all about timing. It's finding them, you know.
Yeah.
Once you find them, though, I mean, you could be on top of a big school.
Just convincing them. Yeah, I'm seeing them. I'm seeing them right now about. She was down on the weekend. I got on nothing over there.
And nothing like t-shirt weather on the ice.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's classic. I love it. When it gets this warm in the ice,
That's about it. We get too bored, you know, put the stuff in, we go over by that spot. See what happens here.
and he starts pulling them up 2 or 3 in 5 minutes, then it's time to go over and rub elbows.
Yeah.
Hey, that's the way I operate.
I like that spot right over. That's where I fish a lot. It's just right over there. I haven't been over that spot in a few years because last year the ice was so touchy. Don't mean you're gonna catch any more there than you will.
Yeah, it looks like they moved. What's that stick I had yesterday? Yesterday I put a stick in the ice where they were yesterday, and that was over in that vicinity.
Oh,
That's
really?
where so I have a starting point.
Yeah.
And then I left when they were biting because I was like 2.5 hours into a show, and I said I better get home. The wife's going to complain if I spend any more hours out here.
Yeah.
And I left, but I marked it, and they were over here. He came down here, did his first hole, and found them. That's just sheer luck, you know. Usually it's not your first hole. You got to do 10 holes before you usually find them somewhere around in there. Sometimes it's 20, 30 holes.
Yeah.
At least for me, that's the way I operate. Until you find them, and then the next day you try a different area, you know? A different area, different area. But they're constantly moving sometimes, so, you know, you're either going to get a stray or you're going to get that school, that big school.
Spinning around. Yeah.
But they are only dumb hatchery fish. You can throw anything in front of them. And some years they get so competitive in here underneath the ice. The fish compete for food that they will eat off a bare hook.
Really?
Yep. Just put a brass hook down there and they'll bite it.
Interesting.
And that's kind of cool because you right underneath the ice, you see 6 or 7 of them swirling around like a honeybee hive all around your hook.
You ever come out here with one of the little electric boat or battery boat out here or no?
What do you mean electric battery boat?
Like
Oh,
a little,
I used to have a kayak
yeah.
until one time I went up Lake Zumbro, my lower back locked up in the kayak, and I couldn't get out.
You can't even use a little motorboat out here? You gotta cut this.
It's got to be electric if you're going to use any motorboat out here. I'll need a fireman I've seen put a gas boat in here. You need either kayak or electric.
Okay.
Trolling motor.
Excuse me?
Trolling motor? A trolling motor?
Trolling motor, yeah, that'll work. But like I said, you know, in the summertime, good luck finding those trout. They're in the 30-foot hole for the day, and they only come out during the night.
And so much fun to walk all around here, fish out here.
If you got the latest I caught a trout was August 25th, and it was on that North Shore side that drops off deep, and it was one that I caught a trout off of somebody else's hook and line. Hook and line was stuck on a log or something like that. I hooked the line, and pulled in the fish off somebody else's line. So I took him off the hook and I released him. But she probably died anyway. But I never did that in my life. There was another time when I wasn't catching no fish off the dock, open water. And there's so many osprey. One day I counted 7 or 8 osprey down here. And you got bald eagles that feed off these stock trout per day, right? And I was fishing off the dock the one time, and I was catching no fish. All of a sudden I heard plop in the mud next to the dock near me. A bald eagle dropped the trout right next to me. I guess he was feeling sorry for me that I couldn't catch any fish. He had the claw marks all over him and everything. Sometimes those bald eagle can't hold on to the fish and they drop them back in the water. And rarely you'll catch them with the eagle claw marks on them.
So bad for you. I want to give you one. Yeah, I can't believe how quiet it is out here.
Man.
It's quiet.
Yeah, that's what I like about ice fishing, the solitude.
You don't ever go to anywhere else, so this is your main spot you fish?
Well, not really. I'm a seasonal. I go to different places during certain seasons. Like at First Ice, I'm down Silver Creek Reservoir. Tip-ups, Northern. They're first traveling on the perimeter of the lake, Silver. And then I come here, and I'm practically married to this place because it's a proximity, closest to me. And then KR7 in the spring, after the crappie. KR7 for bass and crappie, and then Lake Zumbro and Cascade Lake for carp in the summertime, in the springtime. And yeah, I love catching those carp. A lot of people hate carp, man. I love them. I don't eat my fish. I mean, for catching a fish, where are you going to get a 15 to 20 pound fish without going down the Mississippi?
You pickle them.
I sport fish the carp. I don't eat what I catch. I sport fish. I let them go. But I get a lot of comments online like I should kill them and stuff. No, I ain't gonna kill them. You can't, you can't kill them. It's in the rule book. You got to let it go, or
My grandma used to pickle them, and pickle them. The only time they're good is in the spring. And you have
Okay.
a whole bunch of them, and then you pickle it.
yeah.
It's really good.
Wow, how about that? I've seen videos of people in Europe. What they do is they butterfly them, and then they put spices in the middle, and they put them on a big flat grate grill and barbecue, and then they put them on the picnic bench, and the whole family comes and does the finger thing, just scoops it out with the fingers.
I've never done that. But I'd have to find out if anybody in my family still got the recipe. But you just flay the carp right out, and the bone. They have a lot of bones in it. The bone
Okay.
don't dissolve when you pickle them,
Yeah, how about that?
and it's just phenomenal.
Wow.
Yeah, but you got to catch them in like April, May.
Okay,
in the
a
spring.
certain time of the season.
Yep, you got to do it. Once it gets summer, it's not good.
No muddy taste or anything.
What's that?
No muddy taste.
Nothing. Oh, phenomenal. But you got to catch them in the spring.
Okay.
Yeah. Only in the spring. That's when that water temp warms up and they really start biting.
I'll tell you what, you hook into a 36-inch carp, and boy, they're taking you for a ride. They take off like a train.
It can be suckers, red horse, carp. They're all the same thing.
Right.
Same family.
I've heard of people eating the white suckers and making meatloaf out of them or something.
Yeah. But actually, it's only
They grind them up.
Kids growing up, we would go and we would catch 5-gallon buckets of them.
Uh-huh.
Back and flame them out, and then put them in canning jars and pickle it. And it's just like herring, basically.
Yeah.
Same.
Well, Minnesota, I'm not a Minnesotan. I'm a transplant. And I'll tell you what, Minnesota, you either smoke or pickle anything. You could even smoke and pickle my flip-flop. That's my go running joke.
I have
For-
somebody who smokes.
Excuse me?
I have somebody who smokes eggs. Like I think they must.
Fish eggs.
No, just regular eggs.
Okay.
Like eggs that you.
Yeah,
put in a
sure.
store, Like you have to put them in your hot water or do something to get them hard and then you
Right.
smoke them.
Wow, that sounds good. That actually sounds delicious.
I've never heard of it before, but he
Yeah.
smokes eggs.
That sounds good. Oh man, yeah, I think they after they start skating around these fish, man, it could be a 20, 30 foot whole day, if you really, really want to find them. But this year, like I said, they've been really skittish. They've been putting them in, and then once you drill a hole, sometimes they just scatter. So you'd be chasing them around all day long,
Find them here, find them there.
Right.
everywhere. Yeah. Big cat and mouse, don't they?
Well, they're not always like that. This year it's just different. Each stocking they put in is different. I mean, sometimes when you see that truck roll down the hill, you punch a bunch of holes in the ice and you can catch them right away. Other times they just, once they get in the water, they take off.
I'll put down the day.
Yeah. That matters the temperature of the water and what type of stock they're putting in. I mean, some batches are different than others. Definitely so.
Yeah, that's how it works. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap this up here. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hey, thanks for watching my channel, and like, subscribe, or comment if you will. And I'm going to wrap up this episode 54, I think it is. 54, yeah, 54 episodes. But come back. I'll be back next week and try to do 3 more shows. All right, everybody, have a good day. God bless you. There we go.